Alright, so what this does is anytime you hold shield, this shows up. You get 3 free abilities to not get hurt. Well, hold on, we do need that. Not take damage, basically. Again, because I did cut it out and I want to go on about it. I do think it's a huge letdown that, Yonobu doesn't get a chance to shine because it just feels like the underdog story. He would be taking place of Rudania, or Daruk. Hey brother, thanks so much for helping Rudania. I don't exactly know what you're doing, Rudania, but, well, it seems to have calmed him down. While I was up there, I could have sworn I saw Lord Daruk. Yeah, you did. I wonder, was that his ghost? Yes. I don't know how to explain it, but somehow I feel a lot braver now. Huh? Oh, that's right. I talked to Boss about you. You said to bring him to you. Or from Boss can't be refused. But that's kind of what I mean, is it's like it focused too much on the old champions when you got like plenty of a history of them from like the cutscenes and all that, where you could have just left it be, and then Yonobu could have been the new champion to actually take control of the Divine Beast and carry on that legacy, because it would have made it a bit more interesting in my opinion. But that's just not the direction they go. They're just like old champions. Like the idea of a ghost controlling it just kind of to me. Not particularly crazy about it. Alright, I did the thing. Hey, it's you. Yonobu told me everything. You really are something else, brother. You know that? Can't believe you conquered Rudania. Color me impressed. But good grief, did you have to do it when my back pain went away? I was all ready and roaring to go at Rudania myself. Now that you've gone and made it look like I was just fibbing about my back this whole time, imagine that me. Oh, and I was also happy to see Yonobu finally got his act together. I know that's your doing as well. But enough back padding and other such nonsense. Take a look at this. Divine Beast Rudania has calmed down and returned to his peaceful ways. Now that we can get back to digging for ore around Death Mountain... Oh, we still gotta thank you, brother. There's a treasure in my house. Grab it. It's yours. Sharp blade that Daruk himself once wielded. I'm sure you'll be able to make good use of it. However, well, as a Highland, you probably already know this, but apparently 100 years ago, the Highland champion had a legendary blade a legendary blade, the sword that seals the darkness. That was a really hard sentence. I bet you'd like to find it. You should go looking. That's what I was tempted to go do, was go find that first before doing any Divine Beast. But again, since I'm right here and it was already in my face, I figured, fuck it, might as well. Now, each champion also has their own weapon, which in this case, this was Daruk's. There's also a small little pattern with how the champions and the Ganons wield weapons as well. So, the champions' weapons can actually be forged. You can make champions' weapons, and like, if once this thing breaks, we can go ahead and give him the materials for a new one, and then he'll make another one. That's up to you if you think it's worth it. I personally do not care. Here's a statue I didn't even know existed, but I don't really have the spirit orbs to give it. But now that that is all done, my next goal is to go in this area, which I'm not really tired, so I think I want to keep going. See if we can find anything else while we're busy exploring. Alright, so now our next objective is to head a little bit to the west. Not too far off. I'm just giving myself a loose marker so this way I know what area to look into, and that's about it. Admittedly, it's really, really hard to get where I need to go, so I'm gonna like get a general area and then I'll be like, oh fuck, I need to run around, which kind of makes it annoying. So this is a long speed up process, and I'm gonna talk about a bunch of dumb shit just because it's what came to mind. So first things first. All of the champions have their own special champions weapons. There's a theme with the champions weapons that also are, funnily enough, the Ganon fights also follow as well. I'm just going to go ahead and outright say, yes, all the bosses are Ganon. They're all boring and dumb and stupid, and I don't like any of them. So, Daruk has himself the Boulder Breaker, which is a two-handed weapon, and, smashy, bashy things. But there's also 4 weapon classes, as we know. Spears, one-handed weapons, two-handed weapons, and bows. That follows every single one of the Ganon fights along with each one of the champion's weapons. So there's a champion's weapon under each one of those, and, during the Ganon fight you'll notice that as well. They all match, so the Fireblight Ganon had a two-handed axe, but he held it with one hand because he's a cheater. So that's a thing I've noticed during my second time playthrough. I don't know if I'd really consider it a spoiler. Like, as of this point, I feel like there's little things to spoil, so I'm being a little bit more open about things. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was merchandise, because I think this is really fucking cool. There is a Switch carrying case that looks identical to the little Sheikah slate that Link is carrying, and I'm fucking jealous because I really, really want that. I have a little brown with etching of Link shooting the bow on it. It's really, really faded, so you don't even notice it unless you take a close look at it. But the Sheikah slate carrying case is the coolest fucking thing, and I love that. And I am jealous to any one of you who has that. Fuck you. If you want to buy it, you can go ahead and buy it, but I think it's like $50 to $60, which that right there makes me question how much I really care about that and stuff like that. Now, as we're a little bit closer, you can see me trying to navigate things a little bit more carefully. That's because the little area off to the right, well, firstly, we're getting finally found the tower, but that area off to the right, you can't just fly in and just land there. If you do, it'll teleport you out and put you right back on top of wherever the fuck you came from. You can't cheat it. It's unfortunate, but yeah, this upcoming area is basically a lot of the Pinnacle Rock from Majora's Mask, where you go ahead and you gotta follow the stupid seahorse, or a Haunted Wasteland, that would be another good example. Those two, where it's like you gotta follow this strict path, and if you touch anything that wasn't the programmed area, it teleports you back. That's that kind of shit, and I'm not particularly keen on it. Like, I've thought to myself many times how interesting it would be for them to revisit the idea of the Lost Woods again. But, like, I don't feel like it would be as simple as, say, Ocarina of Time, where you got a 1 in 4 chance. Yeah, 1 in 3 chance, technically, to get it right. Now it's just going to be walk inside this little designated area kind of thing, and I'm not particularly crazy about that. But it is interesting to see how things have been executed. I never really thought of the Lost Woods as a Lost or Woods in something like Link to the Past, or I think even Link Between Worlds has it similar. I like the music in those. Those, I think, have really good music. But, yeah, so I'm trying to get to the destination in hand, and now that we're finally here at the Lost Woods, yeah, nice shadowy fog of follow the thing. That was what I want to talk about, Daruk's protection. I go ahead and I paste the Traveler's Medallions, this way I can get out of the Lost Woods with ease. But as far as Daruk's protection, basically the way it works is you get 3 free shots. After they wear off, a little cooldown timer will start, and then you get another Daruk's protection 3 stock, and it goes on like that. It's infinite, but I did feel like it was worth mentioning. Now, oh, there I am. That was the part I should have cut out. Whatever. The idea is you follow these torches, and they lead you to where you need to go, and eventually you reach one spot where you need a torch, but it looks like I'm using the Korok leaf because I just don't give a fuck. Yeah, right here where these 2 torches are. And then I just decide, alright, fuck the leaf, we'll do it the way it wants. Now, the strategy for this is you're supposed to look at the way the flame points, or the wind, and it's supposed to guide you. I don't understand it, and it didn't make any sense to me because it felt like no matter what direction I was facing was the correct way, but I somehow made it through, so there you go. But that's supposed to be the way the game designers want you to figure out how to do it, is to watch the wind, watch the torch, and there you go. Oh my god, we did it. And on our first try. Holy hell. I can't believe that worked. Welcome, my friends, to another cutscene in like 5 seconds.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
Who is that? Did I doze off again? Well, well. It's you. You finally decided to return. Better late than never. After 100 years, I'd nearly given up hope on seeing you again. Even my patience has limits, you know. That look on your face tells me that you have no recollection of me, however. I have watched over Hyrule since time immemorial. Many have referred to me over the ages as the Deku Tree. That is the weapon created by the ancient goddess. The sword that seals the darkness that only the chosen knight can wield against the Calamity Ganon. Believe it or not, it was actually you who wielded that sword 100 years ago. But I must warn you to take extreme caution. The sword stands as a test to anyone who would dare attempt to possess it. As you are now, I cannot say whether you are worthy or not. If you sought to free the sword in any sort of weakened state, you would surely lose your life where you stand. Best of luck, young one.
You have to pull a sword from the resting place. You must use your true strength. Let me see. Let us see whether or not you are currently possess said power. That's actually a good question, because I don't know how much health I have. Looks like I'm at full health. I should be able to do it. I'm gonna save just in case. I'm just saving just in case it puts me somewhere stupid.
Your master will come for you. Until then, you shall rest safely here. Although the slumber of restoration will most certainly deprive him of his memories, please trust me when I say that I know he will arrive before you yet again.
If I may be so bold, what is it that you are planning to do next, Princess?
The Master Sword. I heard it speak to me. It seems that my role is unfinished. There is still something I must do.
I sense there is great strength in your dedication.
Great Deku Tree, I ask of you, when he returns, can you please relay this message? Tell him
Now then, words intended for him would sound much better in the tones of your voice, don't you think?
Yes.
What you just saw happened where you stand 100 years ago. After you were separated from the sword, the princess thought to bring it here, where she knew that it would be safe under my watch. She continues to fight, trapped deep within the confines of Hyrule Castle. Her heart cascades with faith that you will return. She has a smile like the sun. I would do much to feel its warmth upon me once again.
That blade has a name, it's the Master Sword. When used against Calamity Ganon or those tainted by its malice, it will become suffused with holy light. At such time, the true power of the sword will manifest, but be warned, do not rely too much on its power. If you wield it without need, its power will be exhausted and it will no longer be of use to you. Should this happen, you must wait for the sword to recover. It would be rash to use the sword alone to defeat Ganon. I suggest you free the Divine Beast before facing him. You need exactly 13 hearts to be able to do this. We had just enough, and even if we didn't, all we need is one more shrine. Now, my theory was correct. This actually makes a slot for you in addition. Like you said, the sword it doesn't break. It just kind of wears off after a little bit. It sounds like a blood moon's coming. Now, I want to say, yep, how's it going, friend? Come here, I got stuff to give you. Yes, the silent tree. I'm impressed you found your way through the Lost Woods. I am too. Yep, I got more seeds. I hope so. Alright, so let's just focus all the way on the swords. Okay, this is the last of it. I gave him all the seeds I have except for one. I have one left. I have nothing more I can do for you. And yeah, 1 spot for bow. We did 5 spots for weapons, because again, these are going to be the most important things to us. And I went ahead and got 3 for the shields, because I'm considering things like certain shields do break very easily, and if it's a lightning storm out and I don't want to use a Hylian shield, I'm going to want some backup suggestions. So that's what that's for. Again, bow, I'm not going to be using it too much, but like things like rain kind of comes to mind. Yeah, that's basically it. Now, there is a shrine, like, right behind him. If I can find the fucking thing. I hate navigating this area. It's very rudely laid out. This blood moon isn't exactly making it easy. There it is. See, like, alright. So here's the shrine. Where's Hetsu in relation? Okay. So there's Hetsu, and then you walk a little bit past Hetsu, and son of a bitch. Ugh. I hate navigating this place. Fateful stars. Oh. Oh. Yeah, this is like really dumb. Look at the stars for guidance. The constellations is the key. And then you just figure it out. What they fucking are, I don't know, and this is one of those puzzles where it's like, I don't understand how you're supposed to figure it out. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then like it's suggested that maybe these are it, but this is just dumb gibberish that's on every single wall, period. And you can't look up outside the sky, so I don't honestly understand what it is I'm supposed to be figuring out. Okay, so I don't know if this is supposed to figure it out based on like your actual knowledge of star, because they just keep saying constellations, 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 and it's like that's not helpful. So like unless you mean real life constellations, I still don't understand what it is I'm supposed to be solving. But they keep saying, look at the fucking wall, you jackass. Which, again, that's not exactly helpful to me, but the idea is what I'm doing right here. Like, am I looking for the Big Dipper? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Row 2. And there's another set. Somewhere? Can I pick the balls up and put them in there? Alright, so apparently you can't just run back up here and adjust them, but you know, I wouldn't think that, because if I fucked with the damn puzzle, it would just lock me out. But apparently the answer is no. You can go ahead and mess with this stuff, and that's what you're supposed to do if you want to open up that other thing. So again, it's just really dumb, and I don't like it, because I don't understand it. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, you are 1. Wow, look, we solved it. Except we didn't, because I don't understand any of this gibberish bullshit. Like, spell it out for me. Point. Show me, because I don't understand. Give good instructions. Knight's Claymore, that's good. And look, we got room for it, too. Alright, let's get out of this hellhole. What? Oh, is this what I think it is? I was gonna stop recording. Yep, I'm a link alright. Please stop talking. I want to stop recording. Oh my god, please shut the fuck up so I can play the video game. Great, okay. Can I move yet? Finally, Jesus Christ, it took only 10 minutes. Alright, so basically the Trial of the Sword is like the Cave of Ordeals, or I guess the Cave of Ordeals is really the only comparison I can think of. Oh, here it goes. He's going to tell me how it works. The idea is it's dumb bullshit I'm not going to do because I haven't been able to do it yet. Voice back into here? Yeah, I was already here anyway. I shall tell you now about the trial that awaits you. Yep. Sword that is reunited? Yep. Realize its true power. Trial of courage and show your worthy splendor. It's called the Trial of the Sword. It will show us never been challenged before. God, I don't like Koroks. All of your weapons and armor will be sealed away. You must face your enemies with the tools you carry and rely on. Once you've tempered your sword and proven your wisdom and courage by completing the Trial of the Sword, Master Sword will truly be yours. Unless my eyes deceive me, you seem to be willing to take on the trial. Well, they do deceive you. Now, Link, please place the Master Sword into the pedestal. Don't do it, Link. It's a trap. Okay, but yeah, it's the Cave of Ordeals. They take away all your shit. You gotta figure it out and go with it as you go along. I haven't been able to do it. I haven't tried too much. But, yeah, like, that's the idea, is it's going to be that. Maybe, because, like, there's still a little bit on my personal file that I haven't finished yet. Like, I got 2 other DLC bits to finish, and then maybe this, if I feel up to it. But I know it's hard, and I know it takes, like, some wits, so using Magnesis to beat up a fool to save yourself some weapons and shit like that. But yeah, that's it. That's all I'm doing for right now. We will cut back to me being live, and we will go get the rest of the shrines inside this area. Test of wood. Okay. So, here in Korok Forest, there are 3 trials. 3 shrines. Well, I don't really have the map yet. 3 shrines, if you will, that are all within super close range and easy access. My goal is to go ahead and try and get some of it taken care of while we're here. So that is our objective really for the whole day, is just clear this bullshit, and I don't really care about anything else. Some of them are going to be hard and require some fast forwarding, hard being time consuming, that. But I think this one is one of the easiest of them all. Hello? Oh, it's just a butterfly. You navigate, find some Koroks. They say, "Wow, you were coming to test the wood." I got some wood to test. Some say it's the hardest. I disagree immensely. It's not complicated. All you need to do is equip the Korok weapon set and reach the shrine at the back of the area. Are you ready to try it? Yeah. Alright, go get them. You have to equip the sword, bow, shield, equip the whole time. If they break or you unequip them, you're out. All you have to do is reach the shrine at the back of the area. Off you go. Which, yeah, if you don't really have room in your inventory, you're going to have to make some. Thankfully, I got well-timed upgrades all right here. Trying to remember if there's... Yeah, I think it's just leave it and you'll be fine. So technically, I could maybe manipulate my stuff. I'm trying to think if that's a thing I want to do or not. Because right now the most beneficial, I would say, might be Majora's Mask. But is it really that big of a benefit? I'm gonna just go without. Unfortunately, I don't quite remember where it is, but I'm just gonna go a straight line and hope it works out. Now, I would be fighting these guys, but he said if your stuff breaks, so under that reasoning, I'm just not gonna try and fight with anyone unless it's something super important that I know I need. Okay, hold on a second. Let me do this. That is a good way to get what I want. Ow. Yeah, it helped. Oh, wait. It helped clear up some stuff. I still want to keep stasis on, mostly because it makes seeing things easier. And if I feel like it, I can just stasis whoever the hell I want. Is there any more stuff? I'm gonna say no. Those arrows must have just been from him. I think I'm good on fire and stuff. That was kind of cool how it, got him, though. Alright, well, I think if I... No, maybe not. Alright, hold on a second. Can we... I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going there. That hurt. Okay, it didn't work. Like, go ahead, got him. Try this again. Alright, well, thankfully that worked out. Yeah, it's mud, not friend. Okay, see that? Go for that. Thanks. There. Okay, you know what? I'm not entirely sure how I possibly messed it up, considering this is just the direction I went, but whatever. Come on up, Draft. Okay, but where am I going here? Oh, right there. Oh. Ow! Fine, fuck you. Alright, now a couple tips here for you. Firstly, if you get lost in the mist or you get stuck in the mud, you gotta restart the entire trial. Secondly, if you end up restarting the entire trial, the enemies you killed stay dead, which is very nice. But yes, it's easy, I just kinda got some dumb luck, right? Bad luck, we'll just say. But I really would consider this the easiest trial, period. If I'm not mistaken, all of them are just blessings. Yep, sure enough. Which, I guess I haven't said it yet, but some of the shrines are actually named after people that worked on the game. Hooray! That includes, oh, what's that? Ig Anuma. He's a shrine somewhere in the game. I don't remember which one, but there's one that's a corruption of his name.